For millennia, humanity has gazed upwards, driven by an insatiable urge to explore, to understand our place in the cosmos. We've charted the stars, unraveled the atom, and even dared to leave our cradle, Earth, to walk on the moon. But Mars is different. It's not just another celestial body, it's a tantalizing possibility. A mirror, in some ways, to our own planet's history and, perhaps, to our own future. We stand at a precipice. Earth, our beautiful, vibrant home, faces unprecedented challenges. Climate change is reshaping our landscapes, resources are becoming strained, and the very stability that has allowed civilization to flourish is being tested. In this era of uncertainty, the question arises, what happens next? Where do we go from here? And the answer, as audacious as it may sound, is Mars. This isn't about escapism. It's not about abandoning Earth. It's about diversification. It's about survival. It's about the audacious, indomitable spirit of human innovation and our inherent drive to push beyond perceived limits. Mars represents a chance to secure our species' long-term survival, to become a multi-planetary civilization, a true cosmic insurance policy against existential threats. Think about it. Asteroid impacts, supervolcanoes, global pandemics, even our own self-inflicted environmental disasters, these are all potential extinction-level events. Having a foothold on another planet, a thriving outpost of humanity, dramatically increases our chances of weathering any storm the universe, or indeed we ourselves, might throw at us. Mars offers us that second chance, that vital redundancy. But the allure of Mars goes far beyond mere survival. It's a scientific goldmine, a celestial laboratory waiting to be explored. We've already sent robotic emissaries, rovers and orbiters, that have painted a picture of a planet that was once far more Earth-like. Evidence suggests liquid water flowed across its surface, carving canyons and filling basins. Did life ever arise on Mars? And if so, what can its story tell us about the origins of life itself, perhaps even here on Earth? The search for past or present Martian life is one of the most fundamental scientific quests of our time, with implications that could redefine our understanding of biology and our place in the universe. Beyond the search for life, Mars offers a unique opportunity to study planetary evolution in a way we simply can't on Earth. By examining its geology, its atmosphere, and its magnetic field, we can gain invaluable insights into how planets form, how they change over billions of years, and what makes a planet habitable. This knowledge is not just academic, it's crucial for understanding our own planet's past, present, and future, and for identifying potentially habitable exoplanets around other stars. Moreover, the very act of going to Mars, of establishing a sustainable presence, will be the greatest technological undertaking in human history. It will demand innovation on an unprecedented scale, forcing us to develop new methods for propulsion, life support, resource utilization, and construction. These advancements, born out of necessity for Martian survival, will undoubtedly have profound ripple effects back here on Earth, driving progress in fields like renewable energy, advanced materials, robotics, and medicine. The challenges of Mars will forge us into something better, something more capable. This is the dawn of a new era. An era where humanity is no longer confined to a single world. An era where our aspirations reach beyond the blue horizon, towards the rusty glow of a neighboring planet. This is why Mars is not just a destination, it is a destiny. It is our best hope. And in the coming minutes, we will delve deep into the compelling reasons why. TED challenges. Climate change, resource depletion, the ever-present threat of existential risks. These are not abstract concepts, they are the pressing realities of our time. In the face of such formidable obstacles, the question arises, where do we turn? What is our long-term strategy for survival and continued flourishing? While addressing these issues on Earth is paramount, the answer, I believe, lies not just in fixing our home, but in expanding our horizons. And Mars, with its unique blend of familiarity and alienness, stands as our most compelling destination. This isn't about abandoning Earth. Far from it. Our primary responsibility remains the stewardship of our home planet. But as any wise investor knows, diversification is key. Spreading our eggs across multiple planetary baskets is not a sign of defeat, but a testament to our resilience, our ingenuity, and our fundamental drive to survive and thrive. Mars offers us that crucial diversification. It's a second chance, a backup plan, a testament to our species' indomitable spirit. So, let's embark on a journey to understand why this enigmatic red world, so often depicted as a barren wasteland, is in fact our most promising beacon of hope. We'll explore its scientific allure, its potential for resource utilization, its role in safeguarding humanity, and the profound philosophical implications of becoming a multi-planetary species. Prepare to be convinced that Mars is not just a destination, it's our destiny. The allure of Mars is deeply rooted in its scientific potential. For decades, we've been sending probes, orbiters, and rovers to study this neighboring planet. These missions, from Mariner to Viking, from Pathfinder to Curiosity, and now Perseverance, have painted a picture of a planet that was once, much like Earth, a dynamic and potentially habitable world. The evidence for past liquid water is overwhelming. We see ancient riverbeds, vast outflow channels carved by catastrophic floods, and sedimentary rock formations that speak of a prolonged watery epoch. The discovery of hydrated minerals, like clays and sulfates, further reinforces the idea that liquid water was once abundant on the Martian surface. But why is the presence of past water so significant? Water is the fundamental solvent of life as we know it. Wherever we find water on Earth, we find life, from the deepest ocean trenches to the most arid deserts. The possibility that life may have once arisen on Mars, or even persists today in subsurface refuges, is one of the most profound scientific questions humanity can ask. If we were to find evidence of past or present Martian life, it would revolutionize our understanding of biology, the origins of life, and our place in the universe. It would answer the age-old question, are we alone? This pursuit of astrobiological discovery is a powerful driver for Martian exploration. Furthermore, studying Mars provides us with an invaluable comparative planetology lesson. By understanding how Mars evolved, how it lost its atmosphere, how its magnetic field dissipated, how its water disappeared, we gain crucial insights into the processes that shape planetary habitability. This knowledge is not confined to Mars. It directly informs our understanding of Earth's own past and future. Could Earth suffer a similar fate? By studying Mars, we learn how to better protect our own planet. We can identify the critical factors that lead to planetary decline and, armed with that knowledge, take preventative measures here at home. It's a cosmic rearview mirror, allowing us to see potential pitfalls on our own trajectory. The geological history of Mars also holds clues to the early Earth. Both planets are rocky, terrestrial worlds that formed around the same time in the solar system. Their early conditions may have been remarkably similar. By studying Martian geology, we can effectively time travel back to a period of Earth's history that is largely obscured by plate tectonics and erosion. We can infer what our own planet might have looked like billions of years ago, helping us understand fundamental geological processes and the conditions under which life first emerged. This comparative approach makes Mars a unique laboratory for understanding planetary evolution, including our own. Beyond its scientific mysteries, Mars presents a unique opportunity for resource utilization, or in situ resource utilization, as it's known in the space exploration community. This is a critical factor for establishing a sustainable human presence beyond Earth. The idea is that instead of hauling every single resource from Earth, a prohibitively expensive and logistically challenging endeavor, we can leverage the resources available on Mars itself. Consider water. We know it exists on Mars, primarily as ice, both at the poles and potentially in subsurface reservoirs. This water is not just crucial for drinking and hygiene, it's a vital resource for producing rocket fuel. By electrolyzing water, we can create propellant for ascent vehicles, allowing future missions to return to Earth or travel to other destinations. This dramatically reduces the cost and complexity of sustained Martian operations. Then there's the Martian atmosphere. While thin, it's primarily composed of carbon dioxide. This CO2 can be used in several ways. It can be combined with hydrogen, derived from water, to produce methane and oxygen, another potent rocket fuel combination. NASA's MOXIE experiment on the Perseverance rover has already successfully demonstrated the ability to produce oxygen from the Martian atmosphere. This is a groundbreaking achievement, proving the viability of extracting vital resources from the Martian environment. Furthermore, CO2 can be used to grow plants in controlled environments, providing a source of food for future colonists. The Martian regolith, the loose soil and rock on the surface, also holds potential. It contains various minerals and elements that could be extracted and processed. For construction, for instance, Martian soil could be used as a building material, perhaps mixed with binders to create bricks or used in 3D printing to construct habitats. This would significantly reduce the need to transport heavy building materials from Earth. The regolith also contains oxides of iron, silicon, and aluminum, which are foundational elements for many industrial processes. While extracting and refining these materials presents significant engineering challenges, the potential for self-sufficiency is immense. The concept of ISARU is not just about convenience, it's about feasibility. It transforms the daunting prospect of interplanetary colonization into a more achievable reality. It allows for the creation of a self-sustaining outpost that can grow and expand over time, reducing reliance on Earth and paving the way for true Martian settlement. Imagine a future where a Martian base produces its own water, oxygen, fuel, and even food. This is the promise of ISARU, and it's a cornerstone of why Mars is our best hope for becoming a multi-planetary species. It's about building a new home using the materials of that home, a fundamental principle of pioneering. Perhaps the most compelling reason for humanity to venture to Mars is the imperative of long-term survival. Earth, for all its beauty and bounty, is not immortal, nor is it immune to catastrophic events. We face a spectrum of existential risks, both natural and self-inflicted. Consider asteroid impacts. While the likelihood of a civilization-ending impact in any given century is low, the consequences would be absolute. We have the technology to detect and potentially deflect larger asteroids, but a truly massive impact could still overwhelm our defenses. Having a self-sustaining human population on another planet would act as an insurance policy, ensuring the survival of our species even if the unthinkable were to happen here on Earth. It's a cosmic lifeboat. Then there are the threats of our own making. Nuclear war, while perhaps less likely now than during the Cold War, remains a possibility. The devastating consequences of a large-scale nuclear exchange could render Earth uninhabitable for generations. Similarly, runaway climate change, unchecked pandemics, or even unintended consequences of advanced technologies like artificial intelligence could pose significant threats to our existence. Mars offers a refuge. By establishing a permanent, self-sufficient presence on another planet, we create redundancy for humanity. If disaster strikes Earth, a portion of our species, with its accumulated knowledge, culture, and genetic diversity, would survive to rebuild and continue the human story. This isn't about pessimism, it's about prudent foresight. It's about recognizing our species' vulnerability and taking proactive steps to mitigate existential risks. The Apollo program, while focused on the Moon, demonstrated humanity's capacity for grand, ambitious undertakings that unite nations and inspire generations. A similar endeavor to establish a permanent presence on Mars would undoubtedly have a profound unifying effect on Earth. It would require unprecedented international cooperation, pooling resources, expertise, and ingenuity from across the globe. The challenges of Mars are too great for any single nation to overcome alone. This shared goal would foster a sense of common purpose, transcending political and cultural divides, and reminding us of our shared humanity. Moreover, the very act of survival on Mars would necessitate a shift in our perspective. Living on a harsh, unforgiving planet would force us to be more resourceful, more collaborative, and more conscious of our impact. It would likely foster a deep appreciation for the fragility of life and the importance of sustainability, lessons we desperately need to learn here on Earth. The challenges of Mars would forge a new generation of pioneers, innovators, and problem solvers, pushing the boundaries of human capability and inspiring future generations to dream bigger and reach further. The philosophical and cultural implications of becoming a multi-planetary species are profound. For millennia, our entire existence has been confined to a single planet. Our art, our literature, our religions, they all reflect this terrestrial perspective. To step beyond Earth, to establish ourselves on another world, would represent a fundamental shift in our species' identity. It would be the ultimate expression of our exploratory spirit, the culmination of a journey that began with our earliest ancestors venturing out of Africa. It would be a testament to our intelligence, our adaptability, and our unwavering drive to push beyond the known. It would redefine what it means to be human, expanding our conceptual horizons and placing us in a new context within the vastness of the cosmos. Imagine the stories that will be told, the art that will be created, the philosophies that will emerge from the experience of living on Mars. It would be a new chapter in human history, one written not just with ink, but with Martian dust. The challenges of terraforming, of adapting to a new environment, of building a new society from scratch, these will undoubtedly spark new forms of human expression and understanding. Furthermore, the prospect of Mars colonization raises fundamental questions about our responsibilities. What kind of society do we want to build on a new world? Will we repeat the mistakes of the past, or will we learn from them? Will we exploit Martian resources, or will we strive for a more sustainable and ethical relationship with our new environment? These are not just practical questions, they are deeply philosophical ones that will shape the future of humanity. The very act of reaching for another planet is an act of hope. It's a declaration that despite our challenges, despite our flaws, we are capable of great things. It's a belief in a future that extends beyond our immediate circumstances, a future where humanity continues to grow, to explore, and to thrive. Mars represents that tangible hope, a destination that embodies our highest aspirations. It's a chance to prove that we are not just survivors, but pioneers, capable of overcoming immense obstacles and forging a new destiny among the stars. The journey to Mars is not without its immense challenges. The vast distance, the harsh radiation environment, the thin atmosphere, the psychological toll of long-duration spaceflight, these are formidable hurdles. The engineering required for landing large payloads, for establishing habitats, for sustaining human life, is at the very edge of our current capabilities. It will require innovation, perseverance, and significant investment. However, history has shown that humanity rises to meet such challenges. When faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles, we have a remarkable capacity for ingenuity and determination. The development of spaceflight itself is a testament to this. From the first tentative rockets to the complex machinery that landed humans on the moon, we have consistently pushed the boundaries of what is possible. The challenges of Mars will spur further technological advancements, benefiting not only space exploration but also numerous fields here on Earth, from medicine to materials science to artificial intelligence. The economic arguments for Mars exploration are also becoming increasingly compelling. While the initial investment is substantial, the long-term potential for economic growth is significant. The development of new industries, the creation of new technologies, and the potential for future resource extraction could all contribute to a thriving Martian economy. Furthermore, the inspiration and educational benefits of such a grand endeavor cannot be overstated. It will ignite the imaginations of young people, encouraging them to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, thereby fueling future innovation. Ultimately, the decision to pursue Mars as our next frontier is a reflection of our species' character. Are we content to remain confined to our cradle, vulnerable to the caprices of a single planet? Or are we ready to embrace our destiny as explorers, as pioneers, as beings capable of not just surviving, but thriving across the cosmos? Mars offers us the chance to answer that question with a resounding yes. It's a planet that beckons us, a world that holds the promise of scientific discovery, resource abundance, existential security, and a profound expansion of the human spirit. So, as we look up at that distant red point of light in the night sky, let us see not just a barren world, but a world of possibility. Let us see not just a challenge, but an opportunity. Humanity's best hope for a future among the stars. It is the next logical step in our evolutionary journey, a testament to our enduring spirit of exploration, and a critical investment in the long-term survival and flourishing of our species. The red planet awaits. And it is calling us home, not to replace Earth, but to ensure that the story of humanity continues, no matter what the future may hold. It's time to reach for Mars. It's time to secure our future. And so, as we stand on the precipice of a new era, the arguments for Mars as humanity's next great leap resonate with undeniable force. We've explored the profound scientific revelations awaiting us on the Martian surface, from unlocking the secrets of ancient water to potentially discovering evidence of past or even present life, a discovery that would fundamentally alter our understanding of our place in the universe. We've delved into the immense resource potential, envisioning a future where off-world mining and manufacturing could alleviate the strain on Earth's finite resources, fostering a more sustainable existence for all. Crucially, we've grappled with the existential imperative, the stark reality that relying on a single planet leaves us vulnerable to catastrophic events, be they asteroid impacts, supervolcanic eruptions, or even self-inflicted environmental collapse. Mars offers a vital insurance policy, a second home that ensures the survival of our species should the unthinkable happen here on Earth. It's not about abandoning our precious home, but about safeguarding the legacy of humanity, ensuring that our collective knowledge, culture, and aspirations are not confined to a single, fragile sphere. Furthermore, the very act of venturing to Mars is a catalyst for innovation. The immense challenges it presents will drive technological advancements across countless fields, from advanced propulsion systems and life support to robotics, AI, and materials science. These breakthroughs will undoubtedly have profound and beneficial spillover effects, improving life here on Earth in ways we can only begin to imagine. Think of the medical technologies, the environmental solutions, the communication networks that will be born from this grand ambition. It's an investment that pays dividends far beyond the red dust of another world. The inspiration factor is equally significant. Imagine the generation of children who will grow up with Mars as a tangible destination, not just a faraway dream. There will be the engineers designing the habitats, the scientists analyzing the samples, the astronauts planting the flags. This will ignite a passion for STEM fields, fostering a culture of curiosity, problem-solving, and audacious ambition that will propel humanity forward for centuries to come. It's about instilling a sense of wonder and possibility, reminding us that the greatest achievements often lie just beyond our current reach. The decision to embark on this monumental journey is, at its core, a reflection of our inherent nature. Are we a species that settles, content with the familiar, or are we explorers, driven by an insatiable curiosity to push boundaries and discover what lies beyond? Mars presents us with the ultimate test and the ultimate opportunity. It challenges us to overcome our limitations, to collaborate on an unprecedented scale, and to prove our mettle as a species capable of transcending our origins. So, as you gaze upon Mars tonight, that faint, ruddy beacon in the celestial expanse, I urge you to see more than just a distant planet. See it as a symbol of our resilience, our ingenuity, and our unwavering hope for the future. See it as a testament to the human spirit's unyielding drive to explore, to learn, and to expand. Mars is not just a destination, it is a promise. A promise of new beginnings, of scientific marvels, of a secure future, and of an enduring legacy that stretches across the cosmos. The time for hesitation is over. The stars are calling, and Mars is our gateway. This is our chance to write the next chapter in the grand narrative of humanity. This is our opportunity to ensure that our story continues, not just for ourselves, but for all the generations yet to come. So, what can you do? Educate yourself. Talk about it.